Check out the video description for details. It's Monday, October 2nd, and today we were going to take a deeper look at Roku because Roku stock has absolutely been on fire since its IPO, and we wanted to take a deeper look at it. But some news came up with the shooting in Las Vegas, some absolutely horrible news, everything that's going on there. So I thought take this time to kind of look at if you want to become a day trader and some of the things that you have to deal with. A day like this is certainly one of them where this is their livelihood. A day like today is a normal day to them, and the news, instead of people like you or I looking at it and kind of horror in some cases, listening to the folks today. For day traders, this is a day to make money. And you don't get moved by the news whatsoever. You make some trades. Stocks move off of big news things like this. The casinos stocks, Wynn Resorts, down 1.8%. MGM is down almost 5%. And then you got your firearm stock up 4%. And Ruger and American Outdoor brands, they're up about 4%. So things like this happen, and people digest this news. People that are traders, they digest the news and they move quickly. And they make money off of it. And you approach the situation with no emotion, and you can make 4%, 5% if you move quick enough, early enough on. That's where I think you don't really have a chance against a lot of computer algorithms that as soon as the story breaks, they're already making their moves. But shrewd investors that get up before the market gets going and they digest the day's news, instead of watching more and more, they make these moves and they move on. So it's not a pretty business to be in, and you gotta kind of have the stomach to do that. Here's another one, Vista Outdoors up 3%, and your video game stocks that are first-person shooter are some of their bigger titles. They always take a hit when this type of thing comes out. So Activision and Take-Two, there's opportunity to buy up more of them. I know when it was really big debates when there were school shootings and things like that, Activision was getting hammered, and they traded sideways for a long time because it seemed like there was a string of those happening. So just kind of a word of caution if you want to be a day trader. I've had people ask me, they say, how much money do I need, and just do that and do that every day. It's less than you think, but the bigger question is, can you do it every day? Can you look at the statistics? Can you look at the charts? Can you look at the news and digest it without emotion? And days like this is not an easy day to do that, certainly. But stocks are moving. They never stop, and I would normally sit out on days like this. That's why I'm not a day trader. I pretty much watch that news, listen to some of my favorite radio and podcast people, and as they talked about it, their opinions on it. And did some yard work. So not a lot of trading activity, certainly for me today. But that's one of the things you got to deal with when if you want to get into day trading stocks. Just know it's a cold business, and it never stops. So, and if you want, you can scoop up cheap stocks off of news on horrific events. And unfortunately, that's one of the ways it works, and a lot of people do that. So buying opportunities out there, kind of a lousy way to get a buying opportunity, but that's the way of the world. So that's it for today's show. Just wanted to make those quick comments there. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave us some feedback. Continue to tweak the channel, make some changes, stuff. A lot of comments and activities. I really like to see it. I try and reply to all of them. And subscribe if you haven't already, so you get the latest investing news for gamers. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll focus on Roku and some Sword Art Online. So see you then. Thanks for watching.